What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another podcast for you guys. I'm Unstoppable Denominator and no Pistol Pete this week. Decided to give him the week off because your boy Unstoppable Denominator is actually going to be going on a date Sunday, which is tomorrow, and I'm recording this today, Saturday. If there is any news posted during the day tomorrow, I will report it as soon as I get home from the date on Sunday, and I'll have the editor put everything in together on Sunday and Monday. But thank you guys for tuning in, and Pistol Pete will not be here next week. I'm probably going to pretty much possibly do the podcast by myself next week. I'll probably just do start from Monday through one recording, so that way I don't have to worry so much of have to do it all in one day. And you guys are probably all wondering, where is Vulture? Vulture is with his mom, and he is literally going to be away from the podcast for maybe the next few weeks. This week and next week Easter, so stay tuned. Pistol Pete said he won't be able to be around next week for Easter, so I'm going to be doing the podcast by myself. Alright, so our first topic is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at Mania, which I think this is bullcrap. Why do we need Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee? If WWE makes Becky Lynch as champion again, I'm going to be pissed. I'm sorry, but Becky Lynch needs to stay away from it. Yes, it's great to see AJ Lee as champion, but can't we just have her be champion for a little longer? I'm sorry, but Becky Lynch, oh, I'm the greatest of all time, Sports Illustrated had said it, and Wrestling Sports Illustrated or whatever news sources had said it. I'm news source as well. We do wrestling news. We talk about wrestling stuff. We don't think she's the greatest of all time, and it's coming from us. We don't like her. So, like I said, if AJ Lee, I'd be happy if AJ Lee beats Becky Lynch at WrestleMania and continue to be champion going forward. I would love to see AJ Lee versus Lyra Valkyria, Bayley, and so on, more than freaking Becky Lynch. I want to see Becky Lynch versus Jessica Carr, pretty much. We'll probably get that probably at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. Most likely, I want to see that at SummerSlam. I was hoping here at WrestleMania, but make Jessica Carr be at WrestleMania as the referee so she can get screwed. Becky Lynch can get screwed over by her again. That would be awesome to see. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys want to see Becky Lynch get screwed by Jessica Carr again, which will lead into a feud down the road? Do you think it's going to happen at Money in the Bank, Backlash, or at SummerSlam? Because Jessica Carr has been training to be a professional wrestler. But let me know in the comments below. So next we have the Usos versus the Vision street fight for the titles. I'm not too sure if this is on Monday. I think it is for Monday Night Raw, but this should be for WrestleMania. Who's going to win? I feel like probably, I want to say the Usos. No, the Vision could win. Only reason why I say this is because the way how Jey Uso was barking orders to Roman Reigns. Did we see a heel Jey Uso? Remember, we reported this here on this channel that WWE trademarked the tribal hair. So could we see Jey Uso be the tribal hair of the leader of the new bloodline? I think that would happen, but I don't think the Usos are gonna lose here. Now I'm thinking about it, they're not going to lose the titles. If this is the case, I feel like Jey Uso's gonna be leading the group even as now, because the way how he told Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. Actually, no. I didn't have this right here in my notes, but yes, right here. I'll be talking about that. But you know what? Actually, I'll throw it here. Remember how Roman Reigns was the tribal chief and the head of the table, where he was telling everyone how it would be and what the playbooks and everything? He's running the calls and stuff. Well, I feel like Jey Uso is going to be the tribal chief, the head of the table, which is called tribal hair. What if Jey Uso becomes the leader, new tribal chief, the head of the table, and barked orders to Roman Reigns to do what he's to do. He literally did that on Monday Night Raw and literally told Roman Reigns to get him, beat his ass and everything. And actually, Roman Reigns actually listened and did it. Jimmy Uso didn't look like he wanted any part of it. It looked like he was telling his brother, no, stop. Do we see a reform of a bloodline again? This is what I wanted. But I wanted the bloodline as a face, not a heel again. I want them as a face. That would be awesome. They should have. Now it seems like it's too late. Now they're going to turn them as heel again. They should have kept them broke them up, have them all switch over Raw as faces and stuff, and blah blah blah. That's how I feel. I think they should have been as a face bloodline. That would have been interesting to see. Since we got the heel bloodline, I would love to saw them as a face bloodline. But whatever. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel. Do you think the Usos gonna beat the Vision in a street fight for the titles? Let me know in the comments. Our next topic is Roman Reigns absolutely destroys CM Punk after Jey Uso asked him to. Punk has unleashed the 2021 Tribal Chief. Like in our last topic when we talked about a minute ago in the last clip, you know how I said that Jey Uso had own orders out to Roman Reigns? What if, like I said, what if CM Punk, my first situation was also, what if CM Punk is actually in talks with the Usos as well? I thought about it too. I think I've reported this here on the podcast with Pistol Pete here, that what if CM Punk was the head of the group of the Usos and blah blah blah. It would be interesting, and they turned on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now that would be interesting, but I doubt that's gonna happen. I would love to see the Bloodline back as a group again. But it was interesting to see Roman Reigns destroy CM Punk. The thing is, fucking CM Punk was laughing, saying, I don't need help, someone else needs help. Bro, you're 47 years old, dude. You're old. You're just like Ryback had said. You're fragile, Phil. You're hurt. You're in pain. You're laughing because you're in pain. I hope Roman Reigns destroys you, you old man. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about this situation. Are you guys happy to see Roman Reigns destroy CM Punk and unleash the 2021 Tribal Chief? Let me know in the comments. Topic is former WWE Champion Sycho Sid will be inducted into the Hall of Fame of 2026 WWE. So congratulations to Sid, rest in peace. When I first saw this news break, I thought it said he died. I was like, oh shit, no. But then I read it again and it said that he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. I was like, oh. And then I had to do my research on when he passed away. And I was like, oh, so he passed away a while ago. A couple years ago, I think. But yeah, rest in peace, Sid. You will be missed. And I'm actually happy to see him in the Hall of Fame. Hopefully his family will be able to talk and just not show a package of him and nothing happens. Let the family talk. You inducted him. Let his family talk about his career and stuff. That would be awesome. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about Sycho Sid finally being in the Hall of Fame. Is this a good call? I think so. I think with past wrestlers that had passed away a long time ago should be in the Hall of Fame, along with ones that passed away recently should be in the Hall of Fame that currently works, aka Bray Wyatt. Let me know in the comments. Topic is Johnny Gargano is back in NXT. And guess what? He wins the #1 contendership for the North American Championship. This is going to be interesting. Oh my god, imagine he wins North American Championship in NXT. It's like doing what he has been doing, but yeah, that would be interesting. Hope WWE makes him as North American Champion. And also, Danhausen on social media posted saying, this man owes me $20. What? So your girlfriend, his wife didn't? I thought his wife owed you that $20. What, you want $20 for him too? From him too? I'm confused there. Whatever. I don't think Johnny Gargano's actually cursed. Imagine if he was cursed and then, I don't know. But if he is cursed, he wouldn't have been winning. If he was cursed, he would be losing. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about Johnny Gargano winning the #1 contendership for the North American Championship in NXT. Our next topic is a fatal 4-way for the NXT Championship. Alright, I forgot who's competing for the fatal 4-way. So we are about to have Joe Hendry, your champion, versus Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page versus Tony D'Angelo. It's gonna come down to 2 as of this recording. This is gonna come down to 2 as possibly the champion. Joe Hendry could possibly retain his championship, or Tony D'Angelo could win the title. Only reason why I say this is because Ricky Saints and Ethan Page are going to be ending up in a feud, and these two do not need a title for their feud. Let me know in the comments below who you think is going to win. Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, or Tony D'Angelo. I would love to see Tony D'Angelo win, and I think they're going to move Joe Hendry up to the main roster by WrestleMania, pretty much after WrestleMania. Or they might make him as, have him win the North American Championship, and then after that move him up, but I think they're going to move him up at a little bit after WrestleMania, or towards WrestleMania, who knows. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Topic is Jeff Hardy turns down WWE Hall of Fame. Jeff Hardy has been approached to enter the WWE Hall of Fame, but as a single star. Jeff Hardy told Ariel Helwani that he turned down the WWE Hall of Fame opportunity because he wanted his brother Matt to go in with him. Before I continue reading on, I just want to say is, how tag teams usually do singly and then do a normal, I would do that. Why don't we just have the Hardys, then the singles competition once? That would work out great. Brotherly love is alive and well, but doesn't Matt deserve it as a single star time? I do agree on that. Do you think Jeff Hardy should be in the Hall of Fame as a single star as well? I do believe as well, along with Matt Hardy, but they do both deserve to be in the Hall of Fame together as well. Team Extreme. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think they should be in the Hall of Fame together? Yes or no? Or do you think they should be separate? So our next topic is LV has claimed that Seth Rollins got arrested on Monday Night Raw because WWE is saving him for a potential WrestleMania 42 match. Opportunity to face Braun Breaker. WWE knows that Braun Breaker could be fit in time for WrestleMania 42, which we broke here on this podcast with Pistol Pete, and I talked about this. And so they don't want Seth Rollins to waste his time on TV until then, because the heat is already there. Rollins will recover from his injury as well in the main time and return 100% fit for WrestleMania, laying out an open challenge to the Vision. Paul Heyman would then come out with a smile on his face and then reveal Seth will be facing Braun Breaker, which Pistol Pete and I had covered, I think, here last week. As I'm looking at the notes here, I don't remember. I think we kind of did, yes. I think we kind of did report this last week about Braun Breaker. I think they will need to save this match for WrestleMania. We did, I remember doing this with Pistol Pete that we covered about Braun Breaker possibly returning for WrestleMania against Seth Rollins. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Are you guys interested to see Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins? Who's going to win, Seth or Braun? I feel like it's going to be Seth Rollins. Let me know in the comments below. Our next match is Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay for the title. So I say that Will Ospreay beating Jon Moxley for the title. For sure. And I think it might be a brutal match, to be honest with you. Jon Moxley loves blood, and I think Jon Moxley's definitely gonna lose this. Let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think is gonna win? Jon Moxley or Will Ospreay? And will it be bloody match or what? Let me know in the comments below. Our next topic is Buff Bagwell is back in TNA, and he is walking with Elijah. Oh, it's great to see Buff Bagwell back in TNA, and now he's aligned with Elijah, I definitely see Elijah probably turning on Buff Bagwell eventually down the road. Yeah, I definitely see that happening. How long it's gonna last? Probably, who knows how long it's gonna last for, but yeah, it's great to see Buff Bagwell back in TNA. I haven't seen him in a long time, and it looks like he lost a leg, I guess. And it looks like he lost a leg, I guess. Damn, that sucks. Poor man. So he lost his leg above the knee in July 2025. The surgery followed 5 years of medical issues and over 40 surgeries resulting from a severe 2020 car crash. Oh wow, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. So he's been walking around with a prosthetic leg. So yeah, I definitely see Elijah turning on Buff Bagwell for this and taking the leg off of him and stuff. But yeah, I definitely see that happening. It's like a heel character move right there. So he's only 56. We'll see where this leads to in TNA. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And where this is going to lead in TNA. Our next topic is wrestling legend Chris Jericho has filed a trademark of the term cornerstone. Interesting. I wonder what that's all about. Is this for his retirement, or when it comes to his retirement tour in WWE, or when he comes back to AEW? It's very interesting. Do you guys think he'll be back? Do you think he'll be in WWE at WrestleMania as Gunther's opponent? Because there's nothing reported for Gunther. And I feel like Chris Jericho might be the opponent for Gunther in prompt match. That's going to be interesting. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's going to happen. If not, you think Chris Jericho's still going to be with AEW. Apparently, he's still in contracts with AEW, as we've reported this many times on the podcast. Let me know in the comments below. So, our next topic is SmackDown last week was the biggest viewership in 7 months. And it's all due to Randy Orton, I'm guessing. Oh, this is good. And it's getting a lot of attention. It's because a lot of people are tuning in to see what Randy Orton's all about. And I think a lot of people are liking the Randy Orton heel turn. And it's getting a lot of viewers to tune in to keep an eye on Randy Orton and to see who is on the phone with Randy Orton. And I'm interested to see who is on the phone with him. And this week he said that he can't wait to see that person soon. I can't wait to see who it is. Maybe we might see who it is at WrestleMania. Maybe help him beat Cody Rhodes. Like distraction or whatever. I feel like it is 100% The Rock. I think it is. But what do you guys think? Who do you think is on the phone with Randy Orton? Do you think it's actually Ted DiBiase Jr.? I don't think it is, to be honest with you. I don't, for sure. Let me know in the comments below who do you think. Our next topic is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will be facing Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus the Bella Twins and versus Bayley and Lyra for the Women's Tag Team Championship. This is interesting. About time they're making this a fatal 4-way. I would love to see Alexa and Charlotte winning it. And also, I would love to see Lyra and Bayley winning it. But I feel like they're going to give the titles to the Bella Twins. Why I say that is because we haven't seen Bella Twins win a tag team championship, because we've reported this before, is that the Bella Twins never held the tag titles before because they weren't in WWE when these were made up. They didn't have tag titles in WWE at the time for the women's division. Now they do, and they came back. That's the one thing they wanted to get in their names, the women's tag team titles. And I think after that, they're going to retire. And I noticed that Danhausen's still confused on who is the better twin and is the evil twin. I'll say it's Danhausen, evil twin. is Nikki Bella, and a good twin is Brie Bella. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Who do you guys think is going to win in this Fatal 4-Way women's tag team match? And do you think this should be for a ladder match? I think it should be, but I don't think they will make this into a ladder match. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Our next topic is Mark Coffey returns to the WWE and is a WWE Performance Center coach. It looks like he is no longer going to be wrestling anymore. He's just going to help out coaching these up-and-comer superstars and build them up into a wrestler. Well, congratulations to Mark Coffey actually returning to WWE, and hopefully maybe we'll eventually see him back in the WWE ring eventually. And I was upset that WWE actually released these guys, the Coffey brothers and all that. Those guys should have been moved up to the main roster. WWE didn't have any plans for them, so they just released them. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we'll see Mark Coffey back in the ring eventually, or no? Let me know in the comments. Alright, our next topic is Sami Zayn wins the United States Championship belt by Trick Williams accidentally attacking Carmelo Hayes. Well, this leads into So, Sami Zayn and Trick Williams had intervened a while ago. So, why didn't this just happen between those two? I get that WWE wanted to push. This shouldn't have been for a title. But I guess, obviously, they needed this to be a title because they didn't want Trick Williams versus Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes at WrestleMania, as reports are saying, which I will be talking about this here, I think, in a minute. Oh, actually not. So apparently, reports are saying that Carmelo Hayes will be facing Trick Williams after WrestleMania for the belt, which I don't think that feud doesn't need a title. Like I said, every feud needs a title. Whatever, I don't care at this point. Let me know in the comments below, how do you guys feel about Sami Zayn winning the title? So Pete did say that he wants, hoping that WWE would put a title on him by the end of the year. Well, they gave it to him, but I think Pistol Pete was looking for a world title on Sami Zayn. Do you think WWE should have gave him the world title instead of the United States? Do you think this is a way to get into this match, into the picture of the championship? And do you think do you think Carmelo Hayes is going to find his way into this match and make it a triple threat match at WrestleMania? I think WWE should just make this a triple threat match, or a Fatal 4-Way Dragunov into it. Let me know in the comments. Our next topic is, kind of find it funny that all of a sudden these days all of a sudden Sami Zayn wins the United States Championship, and a lot of people are pissed about Sami Zayn winning. A few years ago, every single one of you fans supporting Sami Zayn and wanted him to win the title off of Roman Reigns. You all were willing to sacrifice Cody Rhodes' story in order for that to happen. Now he wins the United States title off of Carmelo Hayes, as if Carmelo Hayes is basically fired or something, and you are all mad about it. Wrestling fans are such babies now these days, and I'm not gonna lie, they are. Look, I have my own issues with WWE creative, as myself and Pistol Pete have our issues with the WWE creative bookings and stuff, how we would book shit differently. But that does not apply to a deserving wrestler like Sami Zayn getting another momentum in the sun in his career. This guy has earned so much more than what he has. Even now, I feel like I said in our last topic, I feel like WWE should have gave him the world title. My issue with WWE is structural. The pricing issue. The fact that most pay-per-views are 5 matches with almost as much ads on the ad-free tier as there is wrestling. It's not with guys like Sami winning titles. This is why WWE thinks fan opinions are worthless, because they remember you all wanting him to win until you didn't, which is true. You guys are probably gonna hate me all this about it, but it is. First minute you guys love Sami Zayn, next minute you guys are all, oh, we don't. I get that you guys want him in the WWE world. Okay, listen. What if we just throw him into a feud with Cody Rhodes as the champion. You guys would be so fucking pissed at Sami Zayn beating Cody Rhodes for the title. But next minute, you guys are so happy that, you know, he was not in the title picture or whatever. It looked like he wanted to turn on Cody Rhodes, which he should have. But this is where Sami Zayn should be in the picture of a title picture. Yes, he needs a title picture into Cody Rhodes' picture. All you guys just complain. Yes, Unstoppable, you complain about Cody Rhodes. Yes, I do complain about Cody Rhodes as champion because you all agree with me as Cody Rhodes is a boring fucking champion. And we're getting sick and tired of him. He should be in the back of the line. But let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about Sami Zayn. I already know that you guys don't want him as champion. Our next topic is Kit Wilson is now cursed by Danhausen. What is this, like the 5th person that Danhausen has cursed? But I think it's kind of stupid how a couple of them are kind of stupid of Danhausen cursing a couple of these because he started it in, oh, you are cursed because you won't let me have to wear your mask. No, you're an idiot, Danhausen. Curse the ones that should be the ones that be cursed. But yeah, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about Danhausen cursing everyone around. But he got cursed and he got beat by Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is your winner. Congrats to Jelly Roll. I'm glad to see him end up winning a match. His first WWE match. And I definitely see this as a feud in WrestleMania. Who's going to be cursed next by our next topic is someone I actually don't know. Ricky Sosa. Bang Bang Sosa has now signed with TNA. Congratulations to Ricky Sosa. I don't know who he is. I guarantee you Pistol Pete over here, if he was here, he probably wouldn't even know who he is either. So, but that's all I gotta say is congratulations to signing with TNA. Let me know in the comments below who Ricky Sosa is, where he came from, and how you guys feel about him, and if you guys know. Our next topic is Taryn Terrell in TNA, and she helps Mickie James, ODB, take care of the Elegance members that were in the ring. I'm glad to see Taryn Terrell back in TNA inside wrestling promotion. Apparently she was Tiffany, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about Taryn Terrell back in our next TNA. Topic is the TNA World Championship match between Mike Santana and Steve Maclin at TNA Sacrifice 2026 on March 27th, which was yesterday, ended in a non-contest after Maclin suffered a legitimate injury early in the match, making him unable to continue. Santana was generally recognized as retaining the title after the stoppage. Steve Maclin was knocked out by a super kick from Mike Santana. Was not diagnosed with a concussion. So now we know that it's not that. Eddie Edwards came to the ring to brawl with Mike Santana after that match. Eddie Edwards was sent out to cause a distraction. After Santana fought off Edwards, the match was ruled a no contest, with Santana retaining the title. The takedown on SI has learned that after TNA officials elevated Maclin for a concussion, he was sent to the hospital for further tests. TNA President Carlos Silva told the takedown that Maclin was not ultimately diagnosed with a concussion, as he cleared all of his tests and was released to go back to his hotel for the night. We probably might see a rematch between these two, probably on TNA. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about this. And I'm just glad that there was no concussions from Steve Maclin. Maybe we can see a match between those two again. But let me know in the comments. Our next topic is SmackDown on Friday has had a 1.65 rating on Cage Match. One of the lowest rated WWE shows of all time. This is not good. Kinda didn't look that great of a show anyways. Didn't even look like it was a hyped up show much. We got another Randy Orton getting a phone call saying I'll see you next week or something like that, or see you soon or something like that. Him and Cody Rhodes fought. We saw Danhausen cursing Kit Wilson, and Wilson faced Jelly Roll. I think that was where we saw viewership go down pretty much. I think maybe because a lot of people are not happy that Jelly Roll's face in WWE. Come on, guys. This is an era where WWE is gonna put in celebrities. You see AEW kind of doing it as well. Like, they got this kid on AEW. I'll say is they better get their ratings up next week, or WrestleMania is what? I think 2 weeks away? So, or 1 week away? I can't tell on this because I don't have the calendar on this phone anymore. But let me know in the comments below how you guys felt about SmackDown. To me, it was our next topic is the waitress took out Matt Hardy. Ooh, so the feud was not finished with those two. So you thought they would be teaming up and make this feud and with the waitress and Matt Hardy, the feud against the Wyatt Six. Would have been interesting to see. But now the Hardys and the waitress are still feuding. This is going to be interesting. I knew this wasn't over. I kind of felt this wasn't over. They acted like they were buddies, and now this is not over. Yeah, I see it not ending anytime soon. Maybe down the road we might see them in a great tag team form to face on against the Wyatt Six. Maybe it would be great to see the waitress and the Hardys take on the Wyatt Six, you know? I guess WWE says, no, we don't need this. You guys continue doing your guys' things. Make it look like or the waitress don't like the Hardys. Yeah, just continue going on. We don't need this. Like, WWE, come on. This would be great. WWE, use your brains. What brings in ratings? This shit. But WWE don't use their fucking brains. They only see what they can think what brings in views and ratings and ticket seats. They don't care what we think at all because they want the tickets prices up. They think is best for the card. Let me know how the guys feel about Waitress taking out Matt Hardy. Didn't you guys think this feud was going to be ending? Or did you guys think this was going to continue on? Or did you guys think that they were going to team up and have a great form of a tag team and probably take on the Wyatt Six? Let me know on the topic. Is Diana Strong defeats Mercedes Moné to win the Primetime Wrestling Women's Championship yesterday, I think, Sunday, in Poland. Mercedes Moné is now down to 2 wrestling belts. So we have reported this this was a wild ride for Mercedes Moné, bring down her belts and lose them all. She's now down to 2. Took a little while. I'm surprised we didn't get a lot of reports that she was down to 2 up to this now. Unless if I wasn't seeing them and then I saw that these now. Really shocked that she is losing all these belts, and I wonder if she's feeling okay about losing these belts, or is she upset? Is this a sign that where she's gonna go back to WWE? Or do you think that, like in a fan had said in the comments on our post on our wrestling video, saying that what happens if Mercedes Moné drops all the belts and wins the big one? Would you guys be upset? Pistol Pete and I covered that here on this channel. We said, both of us said, we wouldn't even care. We wouldn't even be upset if she did. To be honest with you, if she goes back to WWE, hell, that's probably the sign that the reason why she was losing all her belts, because you know how WWE is. They don't want these wrestlers in indie promotions for some reason, but they bring in WWE ID some reason, and then what happened to them going to indies and shit? I don't know. TKO and WWE and Triple H is all stupid. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel. Next topic is El Hijo Del Vinco is now challenging Penta for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Now, do you guys think Penta will accept the challenge? I definitely think it will happen because there's a partnership, because WWE owns AAA. You know how WWE likes to have AAA fighters in the pay-per-views and shit. So I say, why not? Anyways, and would Vinco win the title? Probably. I think he might. Who knows? We'll have to find out. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to win? Or do you think Penta will accept this challenge as well? And you think this will happen at WrestleMania? Let me know in the comments. Our last but not least topic we got here for the podcast here. Tiffany Stratton on leaving the WWE at the age of 30. to pursue her dream of Hollywood and acting in movies. So she said, I think by the age of 30, I kind of want to be breaking into Hollywood. My main focus is wrestling. However, I definitely do want to branch out into doing movies and red carpet. Wrestling fans, us, would love to be your fan and continue seeing you in a wrestling ring. Great, yes, we would love to see you in the movies too, but we're here to support you in a wrestling ring as well. I don't know what Pistol Pete would say. I think he would say, I love it, fully on board with it. Yes, I would be too. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Tiffany Stratton should be a Hollywood star? I thought maybe she would be leaving WWE to make a family, but it looks like she wants to be a Hollywood star instead. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about Tiffany leaving when she gets to age 30 and to go pursue movies. And so that's it for the podcast this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back doing this the rest of the week. Once the news breaks, I'm going to be recording this podcast by myself with no help, I guess. You guys are all wondering, I said in last week's podcast where that I said Immortal Spades would be coming to help me, and he said that 2 days last week he was going to help me on Wednesday and Saturday, but he never showed up on those days. So if I have to do the podcast by myself, that's okay. I don't care. I have no problems doing it by myself. It's just I just wish that people just say, hey, I'm gonna do it, and then just don't show up. I get they're busy and shit, but I am busy too, and because the weather's gonna be starting to get warm out, and I have a lot of things I'm gonna be doing in the spring and summertime, and I can't be fooling around. Pistol Pete will not be here next week for next week's podcast, and I don't think Vulture is gonna be around for a little while because it's gonna be starting to get nice out, and maybe in the summertime we will probably be seeing him. When it gets nicer on the weekends, we won't be seeing him. And I just want to let you guys know, if the gas prices continue going up, Pistol Pete and I will be doing the podcast over the phone. So I might have an idea on this situation, but I'm not too quite sure if it's going to work. I'll let you guys all know down the road how we're going to do this. But anyways, Unstoppable Squad, thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast next week. I'm Unstoppable, and I'm
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.